and my name's Rishaad, Salamat, standing in for Francine Lacqua. Right, well, let's take a look at what's been happening over in the Balkans. Turkey's Prime Minister has vowed today to put on trial anyone alleged in an alleged 2003 coup plot. Concerns that the secular army may move against the Islamist-based government has hit the Turkish economy hard. However, the release of 3 former high-ranking officers has slightly eased tensions, and that sent stocks and the Turkish lira up today. Fadi Hakura is an analyst for the think tank Chatham House, and he's with me now. Fadi, thank you very much indeed for coming in. You know, these arrests taking place, I think some 67 in total now. A lot of intrigue surrounding this, a lot of conspiracy theories. What do you think is happening?
The government alleges that the military carried out the coup plot in 2003. Quite a spectacular plan, if you look at it, the details, bombing mosques and escalating tensions with Greece. The military claims that it was a simulation exercise. In fact, the cases are becoming so politicized, so murky, it's now very difficult to separate fact from innuendo. Yeah,
fact and innuendo. Okay, on the one hand, is it possible that we've got trumped-up charges here, possibly, just using that as an argument, to lower what is really the most well, politically favoured institution in Turkey amongst the population, the military, and lower that in the eyes of the population?
There are some emerging legitimate concerns in Turkey that perhaps the government may be seeking a confrontation with the Turkish military in order to undermine its standing in the Turkish public, and it seems to be working. According to the latest credible opinion poll, the confidence expressed by Turks towards the military has declined from around 80 to 90% now to 63%. So there is evidence that the prestige of the military in the Turkish society is heading south.
What about the Prime Minister here? What's his role in all this issues going on? He is part of the ruling Islamist party, of course. That's seen its popularity plummet. Could it actually get a boost from this?
I don't think so. The evidence seems to indicate that the reason why the Turkish public gave Prime Minister Erdogan and the ruling AKP, or Justice Development Party, was because of the socio-economic advancements that the party delivered in Turkey. Replacing people power with state power results in losing votes, not winning votes, and that's what the opinion polls are indicating.
Fadi, it's Margaret Brennan here in New York. I want to ask you, we saw the Turkish market come back a little bit today, but really there are a fair amount of skeptics out there who said they liked Turkey as an emerging market, had been very positive on it, but Citi out there saying this looks like there's going to be prolonged political unrest in Turkey. This is going to potentially risk what's happening in the stock market, what's happening in the currency markets there. Tell me as well, what does this mean to Turkey's attempts to join the EU?
I think that the EU-Turkish accession process is pretty much on life support. The accession process is not proceeding well due to a number of political and economic obstacles. Primary among them is the ongoing divisions in Cyprus, and the current negotiations do not seem to be proceeding well.
So what does this mean, though, for the growth that Turkey had been experiencing, if there is something more fundamental happening in terms of the change in the political structure as a result of this? I mean, if this happened so many years ago and it's not something to worry about, then why are the markets quite as rattled as they are by these mass arrests?
Because the markets don't like to see instability in Turkey. Turkey has an unfortunate history of a lot of political instability going back over 50 years. At the same time, some of the key barriers in the economy that are preventing Turkey from experiencing 7% and 8% growth rates are still there. For example, very low savings rates. Still, the current account deficit now is starting to increase again. The education system, for example, is not as competitive as its rivals in Romania and Bulgaria.
Fadi, 5 seconds. Is an early election possible?
I doubt it.
Thank you very much indeed. Fadi Hakura there from Chatham House. Now.